Now, I know that people around here have been told, oh, they're not allowed to talk to me, for some reason or another. And it's kind of a vague thing. But I don't want to talk to them either. Whenever I have talked to Sherry, one time, I was just trying to pass, normal conversation or, normal niceties with her. And some black people passed and she was like, those people. But then another time, another black guy walked past and she was like all super friendly. I mean, I think it was the same time. I think his name was Tyrese. Hey Tyrese, how you doing? That kind of thing. Kind of a little condescending, but like super nice kind of stuff, typical Becky stuff, And then I sit here and, people aren't aware of, the range of my hearing. And so she's talking with other white people about different black people who are not believing her when she's telling them that I'm racist. And, like she's trying to find a likely Negro to do some kind of dirty work for her, convincing them that I'm the racist person and she's not the racist person. And anyway, it's one of those things where you don't want to get too complacent. These people are slick, but they're not that slick. But if you start thinking too much, oh, they're not that slick, then they sneak one past you, But there's a lot of people around here in this neighborhood that are trying to play both sides, trying to stir up, violence and things like that. I'm not saying I'm not one of them. And I'm not saying, it's all bad. But there's, different ways to do that, different agendas and things, and different selection processes. There are people that, there are kids that are just not going to amount to anything. That's true. Everyone says that. Now, what set of people we mean by that, is completely different. There are people here that are breeding Mikey, okay? So, we definitely have different standards. But it's just one of those things where people say they don't like the look in my eyes, and that justifies a lot of different things that they're doing. They don't like my attitude, and that justifies a lot of things. And it bases on the premises of like, who are you? And it makes me wonder, why don't they know who I am? How do I fix that? And I know a lot of people start thinking that in these kinds of situations, and I wonder, is there the set of people who manipulate that angle? It's a naturally occurring thing, but every naturally occurring thing, horses exist, and if you pull their heads one way or the other, the wildest horse you ever found, you pull their head one way or the other, they're going to follow it once they stop trying to buck you off. But do you build on that and make a culture around it, these human nature things, and how much of this is feral horses, how much of this is wild horses, how much of this is a completely different species?